Hi, I'm Nicole and welcome to my channel. In this video, this is the start of a series of videos I will do where I review different bras for horseback riding. I've also done a series where I reviewed jeans for horseback riding. I'll link that in the description bar and a little pop-up here so you can check that out. So, back to bras. As a woman who rides, I am sure you are also very familiar with the challenge of just what do you do with your breasts when you're riding. When they bounce and they jiggle, as a rider, it's distracting, it is painful. Oh my goodness, you just want those babies strapped down so you don't think about it. And if you're watching other people ride, you don't want to be in the show pen and just be distracting in that way. It's not part of just a workmanlike picture of horsemanship. So let's get into it. I've got a ton of bras here, and what I'm going to do in this video is we're going to start here by some video footage of me riding and just a couple times around at the walk, jog, and lope so that you can see, generally speaking, if the bra lives up to its claims. Does it work? Does it not work? This bra is the Enell, and generally speaking, it will hold you in place. So basically what you're going to see here is not much, and that's kind of the point. The whole point is that when you're riding, you don't want to think about it. You don't want to be having to double bra yourself or hold it with your hand, which I've done before, and I hate that. So learn from my mistakes and the ungodly amount of money that I've spent on bras just for horseback riding. Horseback riding is a high impact sport. You are moving, you are bouncing, and you need to just be secure. So a lot of the bras that you might wear for everyday wear or for yoga or weightlifting or just general use are not going to hold up when it comes to horseback riding. So thanks for being here. I'm so glad you're here. Hit like, hit subscribe, and let's talk about this bra. So this is the Enell. I'll put in a picture of what it looks like front and back. It is a high coverage bra. It will really smooth things out in the front and the back. It's almost like a crop top. There's so much coverage. It's really well made. It's very smooth, very comfortable against the skin with that soft satin. And boy, does it hold you in. It's almost like if you were binding your chest. It's that tight. Sorry my footage isn't perfect here, but you can see that my body is moving, but my breasts are not moving out of proportion to the movement in my body. So my body is moving and kind of bouncing and moving with the flow of her trot here, but my breasts do not have a life of their own, moving way more than the rest of me. When I really get moving, they do start to bounce a little bit more than my body, but as a rider, it is certainly not uncomfortable to ride like this in this bra. And as a showman, if you're in the ring, especially if you have any sort of undershirt on underneath your show clothes, I don't find this to be a distracting amount of bounce at all. And as I'm loping around, I'm able to just go with my horse, lope around, move out, come back. And it's just my body moving as my body and not my body plus my breasts, which any female rider will tell you, oh, that's what you want. And now that we have some footage here of riding around, and you can see how the bra fits underneath my clothing and how it impacts the riding, let's go ahead and talk more explicitly about some more thoughts on the Enell. And a little bit about me. I am a non-pro rider. I love to do reining and trail ride, and I have 3 kiddos, and so my whole body has been through quite a few changes in both size and shape over the last several years. So that's kind of where I'm coming from, and I love horses, and I just want to ride my horse and not be thinking about my undergarments. So I really hope this is helpful for other women out there. And for fun, you might like to know that the horse I'm riding is a Mustang. She's an American Mustang from a herd in Wyoming. Her name is Gray, and in this video she's been under saddle about 7 months. She's wonderful.
This is actually the first bra that I got for horseback riding with the intent of stopping the bounce. I couldn't believe that all these women were just riding around with their chests flying up and down as they're trotting, and it looked painful, and it was painful. I was like, there's got to be something better, and I came across the Enell, and so I wore it, and I wore it as a teenager, and then I wore it after I had babies, because one of the great things about the Enell is that it clasps up the front. And so when I had little nursing babies, this was super handy to be able to unclasp from the front if I needed to nurse a baby and put it back up. So that's something that is really handy to know. It is a super well-made bra. I really appreciate how well it is made. It's this beautiful soft satin that's very comfortable to wear. It definitely will stop you from moving. You do not move around in this, and that is nice. It will give you kind of a uniboob. This is it. You're squished. You've been locked down. But there is not really much of a feminine shape. The other thing I found is that I remember this being more comfortable. It's always been really tight, so when you put it on, it is tight. It's a little uncomfortable. I would look to take it off as soon as I could, but now I find it much more constricting and uncomfortable in a way that I don't reach for this, and I don't prefer to wear it. It used to be definitely my go-to bra. I'm riding horses. I've got to have my Enell. I need to not move. This is the way to go. But I'm finding these days that I'm not reaching for it. And I like to think it's because there are now other options as well. But it's definitely something to check out if you don't want any movement, if you want a non-underwire bra, if you have little nursing babies and the front clasp appeals to you. It is definitely something to check out, but it's just not one that I